Hi, this is Katie. My bun is trying to stick to the pins that I have on the ceiling, so we'll see how this video goes. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 12 things so far. There might be a part 2 to this video if I can think of more, but the 12 things that if I was moving into my car for the first time, or if I was going on a road trip for the first time, that I would purchase and use all the time. So as most of you guys know, I live in my car and I drive around America, and I've been doing it for years. And there's obviously probably a lot of products that I've purchased over the years thinking that I might use them and then never did, or products that I never bought and then after a few years I bought and I'm like, oh my goodness, how did I live without this? And so I just kind of wanted to tell you guys, if you're going on a road trip for the first time, or if you're about to move into your car, the things that I would suggest you purchase, and the things that if I was doing it all over again and if I really like knew what I was doing, these are the products that I would buy. I hope that makes sense. Does it make sense? But we're just gonna jump right into it. And they're in no particular order, but I do have it in the notes on my phone. So number 1, talked about this about, not exaggerating, 4,000 times on my channel, but it's this. How many times have I talked about this? Every single video, I think. These are baby wipes, and I really like this little like reusable holder thing because it has a strap and then you can hook it to wherever you want. And I always just have it hooked on my passenger seat, like right here, but on the passenger seat. And baby wipes are good for when you're eating and your hands are kind of sticky, or if you need to take a fake shower, or if you spill something, or if you whatever. They're just really, really good to have on hand. I use them all the time. And this holder thing is super handy because you know where they are and they're just hanging here. I mean, you can't see that, like they're just hanging. And I mean, you can put them in the back, obviously. This is one of the handiest things I ever purchased, and I use it all the time, and it was just a few dollars for this reusable thing. And then you can just buy new baby wipes and then just put them in here. And then the second thing, which kind of ties into that, so it might be like 13 things, that I actually don't have because I had mine for so long that it kind of ripped. They have a similar thing to this, but it's tissues. And so they just have like a little tissue holder, and then you can connect it anywhere. And then I just also connect it to the passenger seat, and I just refill it with tissues, because I use tissues all the time too. I need to buy a new one of those, but I just love having these things hanging. They're just so convenient. And those are 2 things that I use all the time. So the next thing, I'm gonna show you as many products as I can. Some of them might be out of reach, or maybe that I don't even have right now that I need to repurchase, but I'm gonna show you as many as I can of the things that I'm suggesting. So number 2 is hand wipes. And so obviously you can use baby wipes if you kind of spilled something, but if you really want like an antibacterial thing, I'm not a really big fan of the antibacterial gels, but I love these hand wipes. These are the Everyone for Everybody hand sanitizer wipes. I'm sure that different brands make other ones, but these are my favorite ones. They just actually make me feel like my hands are clean. If I just, you know, I'm about to eat and I realize I haven't washed my hands in a few hours, or if I really like touch something and I'm like, I want more than a baby wipe, then I'll use these. I love them so much and use them all the time. And like, I wash my hands quite often, but just sometimes, you know, it's not as convenient to wash your hands, and so you can use one of those. I just remembered another one, so I think I might have 14 on this list, but anyway, these are not my favorite, but I talk about just face wipes in general quite a bit. These are the simple Spotless. These have hair all over them, gross. Spotless skin cleansing wipes. I don't like these as much. I just really like the regular simple wipes or the micellar ones, but just having a face wipe, because you're not always gonna be near a sink to wash your face or in a shower to wash your face. And so a combination of this on your body and this on your face will kind of make you feel kind of clean. You know what I mean? Oh, and then even with that, oh my goodness, I just keep thinking of more things. So I'm just not even gonna give you a number, but it might be 15. But anyway, the next one, dry shampoo. Always, just have dry shampoo in the car, because if you're traveling, if you're driving around, if you're living in your car, you're probably not gonna be showering every day. You might be, but like probably not. Dry shampoo is like one of my best friends. This is the Not Your Mother's Plump for Joy. This is my favorite one. I have a couple favorites, but this is like my favorite right now. They also have it in little mini sizes as well, but yeah, just things to kind of make you feel kind of clean. That's that little section of this list. So next, oh, I don't have it because I'm staying at my friend's right now for the next few days and my toothbrush is in his house, but they have these little toothbrush covers. It's gonna be way too hard to explain. I'll like post a picture or something right here. Obviously, if you like the ones that are like that cover the whole thing, that's fine. I don't love those as much because I feel like your toothbrush can get a little like musty quicker. This one just covers the top, but there's also little holes in it too, or like the bottom has a hole in it or whatever. So it doesn't really get musty. Very important. So your toothbrush is not just like floating around the car. And then you can keep it sanitary. Okay, I've talked about this a lot too. I've talked about quite a few of these products, but I wanted to have like an all-inclusive list of what I would buy right now if I knew that I was gonna be living in my car. Because again, there are some things that you might think, oh, I really need this, I really need this, but then you might buy it and live in your car for 6 months and never use it. And so these are the things that I use all the time that I would suggest. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Anyway, power inverter. Talk about this in like every single video. This is from Duracell. I got this from Target for like 20 bucks. Plug it into the cigarette lighter and then you have an outlet so you can charge a camera, a computer, a curling iron, whatever. I use this all the time and I think it's super important. They have ones that are more expensive, but this Duracell one for like 20 bucks has worked for me. This is a newer purchase, and see, this is one of these things that I purchased maybe a couple months ago, but I wish that I always had it. This is a solar power charger. And so this is a pretty expensive one. I think this was like $46, but it had incredible reviews on Amazon. And so it has a bunch of panels. You just lay it out in the sun, and, or if you're at a library or something and you have access to an outlet that's like outside your car, you can also do that as well. Or you can plug it into the power inverter as well if you needed to. But this holds so much charge. I think on a full charge of this, you can charge your phone like twice or like 2.5 times fully from dead. And this just has USB. So just anything you need to charge USB. So I think that I've also charged my GoPro with this as well. And I'll have as many of these items as possible linked in my Amazon recommended in the description. I always have that. It is an affiliate link, but these are just products that I recommend. And so I definitely will have this, and I'll have as many products as possible in the Amazon recommended. But this, I just, once I got it, I'm like, how did I live without this, and why did I live without this? Again, I know it was kind of expensive. There are less expensive options, but this one just had great reviews and it works so well. And it's really cool to have something like this that you don't actually need power for. Like, you can plug it into a power thing, like I said, if you're at a library or a coffee shop or something, or if you want to use your power inverter if it's cloudy out, but you can also just put this outside and it will charge up. It works really, really well. And I can't believe it took me so long to buy that. Oh, where is, oh, right here, hold on. Okay, this, I feel like I haven't talked about this in a while, but I used to talk about this a lot. This was like $15 on Amazon. Again, it's in my Amazon recommended. This is a steering wheel desk. So I'm gonna move you guys really quickly just so you can see. I know that I've mentioned this before, but okay, cool. This, ready? I don't know if you can see, but you just took it up and then you can like eat on it, you can put your computer on it, whatever. It is so handy. I love it so much. I use it all the time. And yeah, it was like 15 bucks. And like, so I highly recommend that if you plan on eating in your car, or if you plan on using your computer or anything like that, highly recommend that. And it's only like 15 bucks, and it's super thin. So it's pretty easy to store even though it looks big, but you can like just slide it in between some seats or between the seat and the door or something like that. This next suggestion is for people who have like an older car. So my car is a 2010 Toyota Yaris. This is what I've lived in, and this is the only car I've actually ever owned. And so it has a CD player and a radio and everything, but the CD player does not work anymore, but it does not have Bluetooth. And so when I was listening to music on my phone, I had to plug it in, and then I couldn't really charge it. And then they have like the new adapters where you can charge your phone and listen to music at the same time, but anytime I bought those, they like stopped working after a few months. And so I finally gave in and bought a little Bluetooth set thing. And so it just like, mine looks, it got stuck. Mine just looks like this thing, and then it also comes with a USB plug that I just plug into my cigarette lighter into. I have like a dual, here, I'll just show you. I have one of these dual cigarette lighter things. One is to charge my phone, and then this one is for the Bluetooth. And then it also has a cord to plug into my aux, the AUX aux thing. And then I could just listen to music through my Bluetooth. And that is another thing, just kind of like this power bank. It's another thing that I'm like, how did I live without this for so long? Because it was maybe 25 bucks or something. And this makes it easy that I can charge my phone and listen to music at the same time. Okay, so here's another thing. Is it right here? Yes, okay. So this, hold on. Come on, work with me. This thing, okay, so when I sleep in the back seat, right? And I'm one of those people who likes to watch TV or YouTube or something before I fall asleep. And so I have this thing. Can you see this? I have this thing that's just like a loop of like bendy something, like a really stiff pipe cleaner. And I think that this is made and advertised to wear around your neck, and then you can kind of just watch it like this, but I just put it around my passenger seat, and then this holds your phone, and so this just hangs here so that when I'm lying in the back seat, I can just put my phone on it and then watch TV or YouTube or whatever, just something on my phone like Netflix or something while I'm falling asleep. And so that's like if you plan on sleeping in the car and if you really like to watch TV or something before you fall asleep. And that was only maybe like $8 or something. I think I got that from TJ Maxx, but I will find one on Amazon to link it because I'm sure that they have it there. But yeah, I think it's just like super handy if you enjoy watching stuff before you fall asleep, because you don't have to hold your phone, you don't have to like prop it up anywhere, it just holds it for you and just hangs there. Okay, this one is super obvious, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Have a knife and or scissors, but at least a knife. I have quite a few knives in the car. I have one in my glove compartment here. I just kind of have like a few throughout the car. I have a Swiss Army knife on my keychain. I use knives / scissors almost every single day. So I highly recommend having one as a self-defense thing, but also just as like, oh, I bought something new and I can't open it. You know what I mean? And also for like cooking, for everything. Like you just need a knife. Get a little pocket knife. Just get a little pocket knife. At least one, if not like 3 or 4. Okay, so I also do not have these in the car because again, I'm staying at my friend's house for the next few days and I just did laundry, and so they're at his house. But you need like a quick dry towel, or just a towel that has like antimicrobial properties or anti like smell properties or anything like that. Because if you're traveling, you don't want to just carry around like a regular bath towel that will not dry quickly and that will smell quickly. And so I have one kind of regular bath towel, but it has properties in it that make it not smell. And then I also have 2 quick dry towels with me. Just have some of those instead of just bringing a regular bath towel with you when you're gonna shower. Next thing is, let me get mine. Where are they? Oh, they're down here. Hold on. Oh look, Katie, you're showing us flip-flops. Yeah, these are shower shoes. I only really wear these in the shower. So I'm gonna hold them like this because you do not want to step into a public shower with your bare feet. That is disgusting. These are Calvin Klein. These are like $10 at TJ Maxx, but you can go to Old Navy and get them for like $2.50 or something. Just have flip-flops when you're taking a shower, because it does not matter if it's at a campground or at a Pilot or Flying J or at the gym or anything like that. You do not want to go in there barefoot. That is gross. And then the last thing I'm gonna talk about, oh, one other just obvious thing, have sunscreen with you. Just have sunscreen with you. But the last like other thing that I need in the car and I don't know what I would do without, I've talked about this a few times. I actually showed this first. I feel like I'm like holding it like I love it so much. I think I talked about this first in a video about a year ago where I talked about how to stay cool / warm in your car. And it's really hard to stay cool in the car if it's really, really hot out. But this, because you can spray yourself and then turn the fan on, this is just the best invention in the entire world. And I just got it for that video to try it out, but now I use it all the time. Well, if it's too hot, and I just love it. And it is a little bulky, but like, I think it's worth it if you're gonna be in a place where it might be too hot at night when you're trying to sleep, because you can just kind of like spray, obviously put cold water if you can, or even ice during the day, and then you just spray yourself, and then you just put the fan on, and it really, 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 really helps more than just a fan would. And it's battery powered, and so you don't need to plug it in or anything. And I just, I love this thing so much. It's one of my favorite purchases. And that is gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sure that I can come up with another dozen suggestions of products that you should buy if you're about to move into your car or about to go on a road trip. So if you wanna hear more suggestions, let me know in the comments. And make sure that you're subscribed as well and ring the notification bell if you wanna see more videos about road trips and travel, but also, you know, staying in the same place and motivational and mental health. I do a wide variety of videos, and so I hope that you guys wanna stick around and subscribe and watch my future videos. I really love that you guys are here hanging out with me. And make sure that you follow me on Instagram as well for more daily updates on my stories. And that's gonna be it. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.